morning, campers. I can't leave yet for another minute. Oh, never mind. Turns out another minute was another couple seconds. Change to driving. Okay. All right, we can leave. Brakes are already released. Let's just pick up the pace. Okay, so our routing.
0.1 mile ahead. Turn left on Santa Fe Station.
Yes. Our routing from here. Our GPS and Google and Prime are all doing different things. Well, actually, Prime and Google agree, which is why I'm going with that. My truck GPS is like, well, you can save 3 minutes by going through a bunch of towns. I'm like, maybe not. Maybe not. Basically, my GPS wants me to go the route that Interstate 69 will eventually take to get from here to Houston. But 69W, I should say. There's other 69s in this part of the country.
0.2 miles ahead, turn right on Grand Central Boulevard.
Yes. Yeah, so my GPS wanted me to follow the route that 69 is going to use, US Highway 59, between here and Houston, which is a direct route. It's a straight line almost, and it's 30 miles shorter, but it goes through so many towns. And not some of the towns have freeway bypasses, but quite a few of them do not. So we don't really want to go that way if we can avoid it. Boy, that's a bumpy railroad crossing. So my estimate for travel time either way was about the same amount of time. It was about 6 hours drive either direction. So it makes more sense to stick to the interstates than it does to go a route that I've never been before. If the time is expected to be about the same, there's no reason to take the added risk. If I can get there in 6 hours, I can show up exactly when I said I was going to. If I take this other route, then
0.7 miles
there's a
ahead,
risk I'll
keep right
end up
on
being
Loop
late.
Texas 20 West, then keep right.
Boy, this place is quiet at 7:15 in the morning. Like, when we came in here the other night, this place was insane! I can't believe this place hasn't woken up yet. Very happy to report that you can park on the street around here, even though the directions for this customer say no overnight parking available at this location. You can just park on the street here. So I don't know. I've learned not to trust that part of the directions at all when it comes to Prime drivers relaying directions for customers. The overnight parking thing is just wildly wrong most of the time. You got customers that don't allow, or customers that their directions say have overnight parking that do not, or like they'll have room for one truck and there's always someone else there already. That seems to be how it works for me. Or you'll get a customer that says, oh, no overnight parking, but there's an alley right next to them you can park in. But it's not technically on their property, so the Prime directions are correct. I almost forgot to bring my drink up front. Somehow my drink was still sitting on my counter in the back, despite the, which is just like a little tiny, like 4-inch wide ledge, despite the fact that I,
0.3 miles ahead, keep right on Loop Texas 20 West, then keep right.
Here. They do, okay, cool. Despite the fact that I get that huge bumpy railroad crossing. Brakes. We don't want to hydroplane into this corner. But yeah, so my GPS, both
0.3
Google,
miles ahead, merge left on I-35 North.
Google is a little bit more accurate as far as IDing exactly how long it'll take to drive between two places. So Google also assumes you can drive the speed limit, but it factors in backups a lot better than my
0.2
GPS
miles
does.
ahead, take ramp to I-35 north.
So if I
1 mile ahead, take ramp
Oh
to
my gosh,
I-35
stop!
north.
So if I factor in my own top speed for modifying what Google
10.4 miles ahead, stay on I-35 north as US 83 splits off.
Yes, thank you. I get it. If I can mentally modify Google's ETA to account for the fact that I can't do 70, then I can get a much more accurate picture of how long it'll take me to get somewhere than my other GPS. My other GPS just uses average travel times for the kind of road I'm on. And I do have it set to assume a divided highway means I can do about 55 miles per hour, which bites me in the butt every now and then, because there are some divided highways where you cannot go that fast. There are divided highways where they have stoplights on them. Hi, Mr. Maxwell, figure this out. Figure this out, buddy. I've changed my cruise control setting twice. The first time he had me driving at 64 while set at 62, and then I dropped it by supposedly 1 mile per hour, and it decreased my speed all the way to 54. You got it, Maxwell? You got it, buddy? Sometimes you have to like turn, sometimes on my truck I had to turn the cruise control all the way up to 65 and then step it down 1 mile per hour at a time to 62. Or else it'll be like on a half mile per hour, even though you can't see the half on the display. Don't worry, it makes sense.
Miles ahead, take ramp to I-35 north.
just got x-rayed. They're irradiating my vegetables.